Hi, Shannon. Welcome to Millionaire Minds.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Now, basically, Millionaire Minds is we just are interviewing people who are moving in the trajectory of $1 million
Hmm.
mindsets, And I look at you and I look at your products, I look at your business sense, and I really get to feel that you are $1 million mind. And having conversations with you and just understanding the person you are, I truly believe that. So for those who probably do not know you or probably do not know what business you are in, please tell the listener audience what you do.
Sure. So, firstly, my name is Shannon Cann. My background is that I'm a lawyer, but I also own two businesses. One's called O'Shea Naturals. It's a vegan, all natural skincare line. And then I also have another business that's launching later this month, and it's a meditation app called Manifest Track.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. So the skincare line, like I said, it's all vegan, all natural. Um, I designed it because there are so many chemicals that are in everyday traditional products. A lot of things that people aren't aware of, and now people are sort of waking up and realizing that, okay, I'm putting all these toxins on my skin. They've actually done studies and they found that women put up to 500 chemicals on their skin every day.
Wow.
And your body actually absorbs up to 60% of what you put on it. So if you think you're putting so much chemicals on and then it's actually being absorbed by your skin, going into your bloodstream, what is that doing to your body? So I really wanted to create a product that sort of, fix that as a solution to that problem. So it's all natural. We have a few products right now, and then we're actually launching some new ones this year.
That's congratulations.
Thank you.
Business is looking really good for you. So tell us a little bit more about some of this some of these chemicals that um, affecting women. So just that are harmful to the skin.
Sure. So one of the chemicals is parabens. So these are usually in preservatives. The synthetic preservatives have that. If a product has water in it, um, as you know, it needs to have a preservative to last longer. So traditionally, there were synthetic preservatives, but it has parabens in them, and as those get absorbed into the skin, there's been studies that it can be linked to cancer. So that's one thing that our products don't have. One of my products is a body oils, all natural oils, so it doesn't have any water in it, so it sort of erases that need for a preservative. Rather, if you wear lotions, because it has that water in it, it needs to have preservatives.
Thank you. That I never knew that. You're teaching me something. So I appreciate that. So what is some of the other stuff you use in your products, like oils and what else?
Sure. So, I also infuse different herbs. So there are herbs that are great for the skin. So one of my products, I actually have it here. It's one of my best sellers. It's called Hibiscus and Rose Lunar Body Oil. So it's a blend of different plant-based oils like jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, and I also infuse roses in here. So roses are actually very high in vitamin A, which is great for the skin. Um, and I also have hibiscus in here. So hibiscus is known as the Botox plant because of the properties of it. It's really great for your skin. It has a lot of anti-aging properties. So I have that in here as well. And the last thing I have in here is rose quartz crystals. So I'm very much into crystals, and so crystals actually have been used for thousands of years, and they have benefits as well that people don't really know of. People think they look pretty, or they have benefits and that they have energy, but they also can have benefits for your skin. So if you do some research, you'll find that Cleopatra actually used to bathe in a bath of rose quartz
Wow.
to help with her skin, and she used to roll it on her face as well. So I have that in here as well. So not only does it, help your skin, but then you also get the energy of rose quartz. So rose quartz is known as a stone of love. So it helps you with self-love, compassion, and confidence. So when someone is applying this oil, not only are they treating their skin with love because it's all natural and effective, but also they are surrounding themselves with the energy of love.
That's beautiful. That's actually packaged nice as well.
Great.
Um, so how did you become an entrepreneur? Like, what is your motivation?
Sure. So I guess I'll start a bit more about how I even got into this sort of industry.
Yes.
So, as I just said before, I'm a lawyer, that's my background. And right after I finished law school, I got really sick. I traveled to India to do a women's empowerment program to volunteer. And as soon as I arrived to Bermuda, I got very sick. I was rushed to the ICU. Doctors didn't know how I got sick, and I had pneumonia. And I almost died. So once I recovered, I really made a commitment to change my lifestyle. I started eating better, so I became vegan. I started exercising more, and I also started to get my mind right. So I got into meditation and mindfulness practices, and that really started to shift my entire reality. And because I was vegan, I also wanted to use vegan products, products that weren't tested on animals or didn't have any animal products in them. And that's when I started to create my own skincare products. And that's how Ashay was born. And now with my new app, Manifest Track, it's a meditation app, and it's to solve certain problems. So one of the problems I feel that's right now with different meditation apps that are on the market is that they don't actually deal with certain topics that I feel are vital for changing your life, healing, and manifestation. So topics like chakra work, ego work, inner child healing, ancestral connection healing, because as you know, trauma sort of goes through different generations and passes through. So those are topics I think are vital, and I didn't see any apps that had that. And I also am very much into astrology, and so the app will have that as well. So the app is going to have meditations, affirmations, and astrology. And with those three tools, the aim of it is to help people to manifest what they want. So something like another topic that's going to be on there is money mindset and abundance. So I think you really have to have a certain mindset in order to attract that to you. That's going to be there as well. So I'm really excited about it.
Yes, I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to see it and really partake in it. That sounds real nice.
Yeah, and just to finish off, so what drives me, because that was your question, so what drives me is really to help people. So the skincare line is help people to take care of their skin, and then the Manifest Track app is going to help people heal and manifest their desires.
I think that's honorable. I really like that. And would you attribute your want to help people back to what you were saying when you got sick and someone helped you get better? Would you say that that's why you grew that passion for that?
Yeah, in a way, yes. But I've always wanted to share my knowledge, and this is the way that I can do that. So with my platform for Shay, I actually do share like why you should use natural products, why you should stay away from certain chemicals, and things like that. And with Manifest Track, I'm going to have that educational piece as well. So I really want to help people and to get people to sort of shift what they have been doing for traditionally. So the toxic skincare, and then the mindset that doesn't attract what they want. I want people to shift and change that.
That's beautiful. I really appreciate that. I think you're gonna be successful in all the endeavors because I get that from you. I feel that energy, and
Thank you.
I appreciate you for being so compassionate to others. I mean, in these days, a lot of people are driven over profit and not necessarily about helping. So
Yeah.
I really take my hat off to you for that. And I really think that you're going to be successful in that.
Thank you.
How did you first market your products and services though? Because like in this today's time, it's kind of hard marketing because it seems like the market is oversaturated
Right.
with everyone trying to do certain things. So how did you market your services and products initially?
Okay, so my marketing strategy actually changed over time. I guess because that marketing is not really my background, so that's something that I didn't know how to do effectively when I began. So I could just go through sort of what I did in the beginning and what I'm doing now.
Okay.
So in the beginning, I just launched the business. I didn't do any like lead up to it. It was just there. And I think what I should have done is sort of lead up to it as in, this is coming, sign up for a mailing list and you could find out about it, and I could start sort of educating people about the products before they launch. And that way on day one, you already have people who understand your product and your brand and are ready to purchase. whereas if you did what I did, where it just came out and no one really knew about it, they had to then educate them. I had to educate them, and that was like a slower process in the beginning. So now, with my marketing, I'm very big on showing people how I am solving a problem. So the problem being all the toxins that are in skincare, and then the solution is my products, and then explaining why my products are the solution. So because people do not, it's not like they're buying products, they're actually buying feelings. They pay with their emotions. So you really have to make people feel and understand why they should be purchasing your products. So my strategy now is not to just go sell, sell, sell. It's, here's a product, it solves this problem, and then people would be like, oh, okay, well, it's solving this problem. Yeah, I really want to get on this. I really want to be a part of this. And another part of my marketing strategy is to give like a community feel. People want to feel part of something, so to feel part of our community. So with the way I write my different posts on social media and on my email list, it's a very like a warm community feel, and I feel like that helps as well.
I think that is beautiful. Um, that that is a good marketing strategy. And I appreciate you for sharing that. Um, Next question I want to ask, because you seem very successful, and I would say that you are successful. What is your concept, or what do you believe is success?
Um, I would say if I've made a difference, then I feel like I am successful. Um, I understand that all businesses, they have to make a profit. That's why you're in business. You have to make a profit. But even beyond that, I think that you have to. Well, how is your business helping people or helping the world? And if it does that, if it does help, if it makes a change, then I think that that's what makes you successful. You are a success because you've done that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Um, you mind if I steal that and just put it somewhere nicely?
Go
like
ahead.
Um, so you didn't take no schooling for business, but you just saw um, opportunities and niches where you want to make a difference, and you came to bring solutions in that regard. And I think that is good. You know what I mean? So tell us a little bit more about what's in store for Shannon Cann.
Okay, so I just to go back to what you said, you mentioned that I didn't do any business schooling. I didn't do any business schooling, but I have invested in courses.
Right.
So I had a business coach, and I also did different courses on how to market yourself, and but the key things to look at with business and to targeting your customers, and that was very important for me to get that knowledge. I think we're in an age of information, so there's so much information out there. So I don't think you actually have to go to business school or something, but there are courses that you can do, or even just go to Google and find something. And there's a lot of information out there.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And courses are probably a lot more easily accessible for, and like you said, Google, you can YouTube. There's a lot of different things. There's really no excuse in these days. Like
Yeah.
you said, this is the age of information.
Exactly. But for what's next in store for my businesses, so with Manifest Track, the app, it's launching later this month. I'm really excited. I've actually partnered with different meditation instructors from around the world who are going to give meditations on different topics like stress and anxiety relief, self-love and productivity, chakra work. So chakras are the energy centers in the body in which energy flows through, and it's to become balanced and stay balanced. It's really important to clear those chakras and keep those balanced as well.
Okay.
That's something that chakra work is very important to me. So it was vital for that to be on the app. And then ego work. A lot of people don't really fully understand what ego is. It's not just you thinking you're better than someone else. It's also sort of thinking, okay, maybe I shouldn't ask this person for help because they're going to think something's wrong with me. That's actually an ego thing. It's not just you thinking you're better than someone else. So sometimes you have to control your ego, and I think that's important. So that's one of the things that's on the apps. That's a feature that I'm really excited about as well. And there's also going to be affirmations. So let's say the topic that you're doing your meditations on is money mindset and attracting abundance. So shifting your mind to a money abundance mindset. There's also going to be affirmations that will be attached to you and notified to your phone every single day. So it's like you're constantly going to be reminded and aware of this goal that you have. So daily you'll do meditations and then you get the affirmations. So that's a great way to always have your mind in the right place.
That's cool. That's real cool. So
Yeah.
anyone could do all of those things right from the phone, at the house, on the
Exactly.
iPad or wherever. You know,
Exactly.
it's easy accessible. I think
Yeah.
that's another genius idea. Um, so I want to ask. We're doing a segment called Three Keys,
Okay.
and I want to know for an aspiring entrepreneur somewhere around the world who may be watching this, what three keys could you give to them to help them offset the entrepreneurship?
Sure. Well, I think the first thing always is your mindset. My favorite phrase is, the mind is all, the universe is mental. Everything begins in the mind. Everything that exists in the world started from like a thought. So every product that you're using right now started from a thought. And we are also vibrational beings. So everything in the universe vibrates. Everything has energy, from the trees, to our bodies, and that also extends to our thoughts. So if to put in context, if you're always speaking negativity, you understand that attracts negativity to you. Certain bad things happen to you. Whereas if you speak positivity, then positive things usually attract to you as well. So you really have to shift your mind into a mindset of power and success and abundance instead of worry and doubt. So I think that's the first key thing that I would say for success. The second thing is that to sort of seek people and seek businesses that are doing better than you. I think if you surround yourself with people that are on the similar level, it's great because it's comfortable and you understand you're all in it together. But I think to take yourself to the next level, I think you really have to seek people that are ahead of you. So if you want to have a 5-figure business, start speaking to someone who has a 6-figure business. Figure out what they've done and implement those things. So I think that's really important. And then, like I said earlier about doing courses, so investing in yourself and in your knowledge. So doing some courses or sort of reading a bunch of articles and some books about what you're learning about your market. I think that's really important. And the third thing is to really understand who your customer is. What do they look like? For instance, if you're is a fitness something, so you want someone who's into fitness. Like, so what do they look like? What are they interested in? Where do they hang out? What other products are they buying there in a similar market? And so I think it's really important to understand your customer and to really be specific about it. You don't have to sell your target market. Your target audience does not have to be everyone. It can be a certain type of person, and that would be great because you know that all the content that you're putting out is for that person. You don't have to try to convince them of like, okay, I don't know if I will want this. You already know that they do want it because they are your target audience.
Okay.
So I think it's really clear to get on it's important to get clear on who that target audience is.
Exactly. And I agree with that because when I was starting out this business, I said, I need to figure out who am I trying to attract. You know what I mean? Who am I trying to cater to? What solutions I'm bringing? And so I had to sit down, go back to the drawing board about 1,000,000 times to get where I am today. And I see that same for you. And it's beautiful because the process to create a business is almost it's just a different feeling. I'm sure
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like, you go through the highs, the lows, and everything. So tell me a little bit, like, did you go through those periods for a little while, short, long, like, and what got you through those periods?
Yeah, I think everyone goes through those ups and downs. Something that pops to my mind immediately is just I'm developing new products, and it was sort of some hurdles with that. So that's something that I had to work through. But what kept me going and pushing through it is just I just know that success is my birthright, and I know that I'm going to be successful. That's going back to that mindset again. So I know that whatever hurdles I'm going through right now is just gonna, help me to grow, and then I'm just gonna, like I'm just gonna go for it with that. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna be successful. So I don't mind having hurdles. That's just part of life. That's part of business, and you get through it. You learn from it, and then you just push through.
And that's beautiful. Um, Question for those who don't know how to get through. Give them a little bit of like strength, like on how to get through. Like whether that be meditation or affirmations, like something like that. Like if they reach that particular time in their journey, Manifest Track will be able to guide them through those periods, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that will be able to help them along the journey. And that's what I think I'm trying to do with the 3 keys, is to try to give people the 3 keys to unlock their success. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good idea with the Manifest Track. I think that could definitely help people when they come across that stumbling
Exactly,
blocks
because
as
it all begins in the mind, and that from the mind everything else flows through. So if you have that mindset, then the action just comes after that.
For sure. Um, so tell us, like, what are some of the kinds of books that you've read that, like, one of your favorite books that you've read that was kind of a big help to you?
There's this book, and it's called, I'm trying to remember. I think it's called You Are a Badass, and there's another one called You Are a Badass at Making Money. Um, the author escapes me, but there's no other books with that title. So if you type it in Google or something, you'll be able to find it. And it goes back to the mindset that I was talking about, and how just changing your mind sort of changes your reality. And it's a concept that people are understanding now. But those are books I read a few years ago, and they really stood out to me, and it was part of my journey in changing my mindset. Because I'm also into herbalism, especially with my skincare business. I've also read books on herbalism and herbs that are great for the skin and great for the body.
That's good. And any other things you would like to offer to our listening audience?
Sure. One thing is don't give up. Entrepreneurship. It's difficult at times. You might find it's the hardest thing you've ever had to do, but it's also the most passionate thing that you're doing. And remind yourself why you got into the business in the first place. Remind yourself of the passion that you have for the industry that you're in, and that would help you during those tough times. Like I mentioned before, seek out mentors. If you don't know something, it's okay. There are other people that do know it. So if it's not a quick search that you can find the answer to, seek out people that know the answer, and that would help you as well.
Okay. Thank you, Shannon, for joining Millionaire Minds. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Bless you.